Hello and welcome back. I'd like to focus on paragraph 65 of the judgment, where the judge describes Dr. Andrew Lewis's thought processes regarding the validity of our children's negative experience at a Steiner school. He states that Dr. Lewis expressed wariness of whether the experience of the reported bullying at Titirangi was, without more evidence than he had, attributable to Steiner philosophy as opposed to an experience of bullying at a school which happened to be a Steiner school, reporting an incident of such a school dealing very well with an occurrence of bullying. I am satisfied that this was an honest expression of his philosophical or logical approach, not one concocted for trial. First of all, Dr. Lewis never mentioned any instance of a Steiner school dealing well with bullying during the trial or at any other time for that matter. Secondly, we did show in court the link between the bullying our child experienced and anthroposophy, which is the philosophy behind Steiner schools, like with this letter to the school's trustees. The anthroposophical impulse is invoked as the reason that the school cannot come into line with the rest of the world on developing and possibly adapting a policy of zero tolerance of intentional hurting. Thirdly, Dr. Lewis's position at trial goes totally against his very beliefs about Steiner schools, which he is never shy of expressing publicly. For instance, he wrote on his blog, "There are consistent reports of how Steiner schools have a laissez-faire attitude to problems such as bullying within schools. Karmic influences need to be worked out, and if a child is being bullied, then intervention may interfere with the child's destiny." He later wrote, "It is a common complaint that bullying goes unchecked, as there is a belief that the bullied and the bullier are reversing roles from previous incarnations, and these karmic issues must be worked out by the children." And on Twitter, Rudolf Steiner's views on karma are contradictory and nonsensical. No wonder confusion about intervention in bullying is common. Everything in Steiner schools is done for an occult purpose. That is the first and most important thing parents need to understand. Bullying issues in Steiner schools could be symptomatic of their beliefs in allowing karma to play out. Violence in a Swiss Steiner school, the karmic burden of bullying. All of this was presented to the judge and showed that Dr. Lewis never expressed any confusion regarding bullying in Steiner schools and whether some was due to karmic beliefs and others not. Except during this trial, and solely about our own experience at a school which happens to be the headquarters for the country's Steiner movement. Our experience also happens to be the only one to have been resolved through a human rights settlement and is therefore evidential and not anecdotal, unlike everything else Dr. Lewis has relied on in his many publications on the matter. And despite all this, the judge viewed Dr. Lewis's supposed doubt regarding the karmic link to our child's bullying in Steiner as an honest expression of his philosophical or logical approach, not one concocted for trial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.